Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Not a trolling video today, but don't click off. Don't you dare. I'm watching you. I can see you. I can see you about to click that X button. Don't you do it, because there's some important information in this video that needs to be talked about. Now, this is like my 15th time trying to record this, so I'm hoping this will be the last time I have to go over this, because I'm not even joking with you, probably like 15 or more times I've tried recording this, so I'm a little bit out of it right now, folks. Anyways, so let's talk about this. So, the Discord server. The thing that everybody seems to ask me about, the Barney Hunter 12 Discord server. What happened to it? Why is it gone? Can I join it? Yada, 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 the whole 9 yards. So, if you are a newer fan of this channel, like within the past year, you became a subscriber or started watching this channel within the past year, you probably don't know this, but I used to have a Discord server. It's not around anymore, though. And we're going to go over why that is in this video. So, this Discord server was very old. It was a very old Discord server. It was made years and years and years ago. Originally, its purpose was to just have me interact with members of my channel, and that's exactly what it was. I used it as a way to chat with you guys, and it served its purpose. It really did. But it was made prior to when my channel really took off in early 2019. So originally it was very dead because, you know, my videos could barely break like 60 views per video. So naturally, the Discord server was not too active at the time. But when my channel took off, so did my Discord server, because more people saw my channel. They saw the Discord invite in the description, like, oh, hey, you know, I kind of like this guy. Let's join his Discord server, you know? And it took off. It became a lot more active. And, you know, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Later on in 2019, the Great War with Frat Bay took place. If you are a veteran of this channel, you may remember that. That was quite a time. And a lot of that war took place in that Discord server. Well, not took place, but the Discord server had a lot to do with that. Because when we conducted our raids on Frat Bay, which, by the way, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not into raiding anymore, but I was back then. So, you know, when we conducted raids on Frat Bay, a lot of times we would all come together inside the Discord server's voice chat to plan it out and carry it out through the public voice chat area. And, yeah, it was quite a time. That was quite a time, to say the least. So, yeah, but then the war on Frat Bay came to an end. And after that, things started to fall apart. That's when things started to fall apart. So, the server had rules, as, you know, most Discord servers do. It had a set of rules that everybody needed to follow if you wanted to be a member of it. And during the war with Frat Bay, you know, it seemed like for the most part, during that time period, most people were fine with following the rules, you know? There were a few rule breakers here and there, but, you know, they were dealt with very easily by my moderation team. But after the war on Frat Bay came to an end, that's when trouble really started to pick up. After that, people did not seem to want to follow the rules. People would be toxic. People would be causing drama. Most specifically, they would be causing drama when they were rightfully punished for breaking the rules. Like, when they would get a warning, they would get mutes, sometimes in extreme cases, kicks or bans, you know? And a lot of times when these people were caught, they would try to cause a fight over it. They would try to claim they did nothing wrong when they did. Most of the time, they did. Now, there were some cases where, yeah, people were wrongfully punished. You know, we're all human. We make mistakes. We're not bots, which that's another thing. We're going to talk about bots in a little bit here. So my moderation team was very small, all right? There was me, of course, and there was a few of my friends who were helping me out, and that was really it. It was like a group of 4 or 5 people. Maybe even less sometimes. Now, some people may ask, well, Barney, why didn't you just make your moderation team bigger? Why didn't you expand it? Well, I have trust issues, folks. And that's really the long and short of it. I can't trust people with moderation powers, because the last thing I need is for somebody to abuse that power to destroy the server. Because that happened once. I gave moderation privileges to somebody, and then they turned on me and almost completely destroyed the server. We were able to, you know, salvage it in the end, but they attempted to destroy the server, and they got very close to doing that. They got very close. So, naturally, I wasn't too thrilled about the idea of giving just some random person on the internet moderation privileges. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, when people wanted me to expand my moderation team, I tried to do that. We held moderator applications. And of course, we would have an application people would fill out to be a moderator. Why do you want to be a moderator? How would you handle this kind of situation? How would you handle that kind of situation? And we tried. We tried to expand the moderation team. And when we gave out trainee moderator roles to people, people hated them. People hated the trainee mods. They hated them. They would always fight back against the moderators when they tried to enforce the rules. Almost every single time. And it was getting kind of ridiculous. And there would even be, people who would do quote-unquote revolts, where people would like to spam up the chat, mass ping the admins when we were busy, you know what I'm saying? Saying like, oh, we don't like that you're doing this. Change now, change now, change now. And it's like, this is like mostly people who were rightfully punished for breaking the rules. You know what I'm saying? Sure, mistakes were made here and there. Absolutely. We're human, like I said. But people would cause fights just because they got caught, Like, if you did something wrong and you got punished for it, leave it at that. There's no reason to cause a problem. These people in this Discord server legit were causing, like, giant friggin' protests over this. It was ridiculous. It got to the point where I had to almost keep my eye on the server at all times during my free time. Like when I wasn't working, when I wasn't doing any other things, when I had free time, I had to basically keep my eyes glued on the server. And I would have to just, take out these people that were causing trouble. But my problem is that I was way too merciful for my own good, The repeat offenders that should have been banned, a lot of times were just given warnings or slaps on the wrist, Temporary mutes. That was my problem. I didn't have a lot of backbone to tell these people, hey, if you don't stop, there's going to be consequences. Because the times that I did have backbone and follow through on the consequences, they would cause a huge production over it. Like, they would start, talking behind my back or talking to people that were already in the server saying, oh yeah, Barney's admin abusing. Barney's doing this. He falsely banned me. He falsely muted me because he says I did this when I actually didn't, when they did do it, So they would be talking behind my back, and of course people in the server would be freaking out, like, oh, this person got falsely banned, we gotta revolt, we gotta protest this and this and that. And people were just insulting me over it, insulting my friends, my moderation team, man. These are my fans that were doing this. My own fans. And like I said, I know it wasn't the majority of them, but when it's still your own community that does this to you, that you work so hard for, that you love so much, and to see them just completely turn on you for the most stupid of reasons, it hurts, dude. It hurt. It degraded my mental health in ways that I can't even express to you in English, in words. They just would not stop. Day and night they would do this, man. Sometimes I would wake up in the morning and be met with messages from my moderation team saying, hey, this happened overnight while you were asleep. And I'm like, are you serious? Do these people ever sleep? Eventually, it got to the point where it was just deleted because it was too difficult to moderate it. Now, people have said today, oh, well, why don't you just try again? Make a new moderation team, expand your moderation team. I don't trust people. I don't trust people, guys. I don't trust people enough to give them moderation powers. I already told you, beforehand, there had been a moderator who used his power to destroy the server. Came very close to, anyway, to destroying the server. So, yeah, no, I'm not too thrilled about the idea of giving just some random person power that they can abuse. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, some people will be like, oh, well, what about using bots to help you moderate? Why don't you do that? We tried. We did. We pulled out all the stops with that Discord, dude. It's not like we gave up on it when the first bad thing happened. We really did try, guys. We really did try. We brought in moderation bot after moderation bot after moderation bot to try and help. But people would try to get around it. People would oftentimes, if they weren't going around it, then it would be the Discord bots being too strict. Because there was so much chaos in that server that we had to turn the moderation really high on these bots to the point where they would be kicking people for small offenses. That should tell you how friggin' crazy it was in that server that we had to turn the moderation bot so high that it was being, like, extreme. And that caused more anger around the community because they were like, why are you using these bots that are so strict? Because people were crazy. People were crazy, guys. That's how crazy people were. So we did try with bots. We did. We tried to expand the moderation team. It didn't work. We tried to even negotiate. And, we shouldn't have done this, but we tried to negotiate with the people that were causing this chaos. And, they were not negotiable. That's really the long and short of it. They would not listen. So when we tried everything, we had exhausted every idea that we could to try and get the server back, to being functional again. We tried. We really tried. But when we had exhausted everything, one night the server was just deleted, and that was it. And people, of course, were wondering, what the heck? The server was there one moment, now it's gone. What happened? Everybody was asking me about it, and I didn't answer. And the reason why is because I was upset. I was very upset about it because that Discord server meant a lot to me, and it still does. It still does. It still does. And to know that it had to be taken down because people could not behave themselves, it's sad. It's sad because we can't have nice things like that because bad apples ruin it for everybody. And I know the bad apples aren't the majority, but let me tell you something. They have an effect on you, and they have an effect on the community, and they were making the community a lot more toxic, and I was not about to let that happen. Yeah, that's why it's gone. And people will not stop asking me about it. This server got deleted like a year and a half ago. That was when the server went down, was like a year and a half ago. And it seems like people, even today, are still asking about it. Like, I got a tweet about this just earlier today. And then I was like, okay, that's it. Because, this is, the millionth time I've been asked about it. And I was like, okay, that's it. This needs to be talked about on a video so that this can just stop. You know what I mean? I love that server, and I love my community, but I don't like being reminded of what happened in that server. I really don't like talking about it. I don't like thinking about it, because that was a major loss. It really was a major loss. Because, you don't think I want to bring it back? You don't think I want to? Of course I do. Of course I want to bring it back. I love talking to you guys. I love getting to know you guys. But I can't. Because bad apples ruin it for everyone. And another reason I don't like talking about it, or even thinking about it, is because my friends had to suffer because of that server as well. They got a lot of abuse as well. Their DMs would get spammed. They would get mass pinged. They would get insulted, harassed, the whole 9 yards, dude. There was even times where people would follow them into completely separate Discords just to harass them. Completely separate Discord servers that had nothing to do with my community or even Roblox in general. And they would follow them there just to harass them. It makes me feel horrible. It makes me feel horrible, dude. I did a disservice to my friends, They put so much hard work and dedication to my server. Something that really was not their responsibility to begin with, but they did it out of the kindness of their heart. And what do they get out of it? They get harassed. They get attacked because of it. How do you think that makes me feel? Just thinking about it. Huh? And you guys want me to bring it back and have them get harassed all over again? No, I'm not going to do that. Now, I'm not blaming you guys, but it's just if only you understood just how horrible it was. And now you do. Now you do understand. So hopefully this will put this whole issue to rest. Hopefully now people will understand, okay, yeah, he went through a hard time with that, so he's probably not going to bring it back anytime soon, if at all. And, yeah, I do want to bring it back. I've even come close to bringing it back a couple times, actually. But then my moderators would be like, dude, if you bring this back, we're not going to help you with this, because we're not going to go through that again. You're on your own if you do this again. So, yeah. That's it. That's kind of the story. So hopefully now that you guys know the story, you will understand why I'm most likely never going to make another Discord server again. Because I just can't. I can't. I can't. That's the long and short of it. I can't. As much as I would love to. I still get to talk to you guys on Twitter. I can still talk to you guys on the community tab when I make community posts every once in a while. I do go to Frappe sometimes to meet fans, so that's another thing. So you may catch me at Frappe every once in a while or at some other games, you know. But I can't... I'm sorry, I can't bring back the Discord. It's too much. It's too much. I can't do that to myself, and more importantly, I can't do that to my friends. I can't. Hopefully you guys understand that and will respect that, and we can just move on from this issue once and for all. Okay? So please just respect my decision to not bring it back. I'm sorry to those who really want to see it back. I'm sorry to those who were expecting, you know, some kind of brand new Discord to come. And most importantly, I want to apologize to everybody who received harassment because of that Discord server. This is like way late, but it's better late than never. I want to apologize to everybody who received harassment because of that server. I want to just say that I'm sorry, because there's just nothing I can do now. It's in the past now, so let's just move on from it, okay? I was hoping that, you know, if I ignored the questions long enough, that people would stop asking about it, because I was like, okay, I don't like thinking about this, so I'm just going to ignore it when people ask me about it, and hopefully after a while they'll stop. But yeah, a year and a half later, people are still asking about it, and I'm honestly tired of it, so I just made this video to, you know, clear it up. And like I said, I'm not mad at you guys for asking me. It's a valid question. You know, what happened? Why is it gone? It's a valid question. It's just that for me, it brings a lot of stress to me to even think about this. I mean, it bugs me, you know? So, but that's not you guys' fault. You didn't know. You know, you guys didn't know. This is something that I was just keeping very personal. So, you guys didn't know. So, I'm not mad at you about it. But, with that being said, if there is a question that you have about my Discord that was not answered in this video, feel free to ask in the comments below, because this is the time to talk about it, alright? But after this video has been out for a while, I'm hoping that, you know, there's no more questions asked about it. I'm hoping that this just finally brings this to rest, and that we can move on, almost 2 years later, move on from it, you know? Just hoping that it can finally be put to rest after this. So with that being said, thank you to everybody that listened to this all the way through. I really appreciate it. And if you see somebody asking about my Discord server in like the comments of my videos or in a game or something that's, you know, somebody who very obviously did not see this video and they're asking about it, either send them this video or tell them what I told you in this video. Anyway, thank you guys very much. Next time, we're going to go into a trolling video. Next time, it's going to be a trolling video, alright? No more of this serious, depressing stuff. We're going to go right back into happy-go-lucky trolling, okay? That's what we're going to do in the next video. So, I think it's also going to be Halloween very soon when this comes out. So, have a happy and safe Halloween. And, yeah. See you guys next time. Bye!